Hello, I am Sarah Millican and welcome to episode 46 of the How to Be Champion Storytime Spectacular. Ta-da! I hope you're having a good day. It's sunny outside here, so at some point, I'm going to sit outside and then complain it's too hot, and then sit in the shade, and then complain that it's too cold in the shade, etc. That's just how I am. So we are in the middle of the counselling chapter. Let's crack on. I made a list, I love a list as you may be able to tell from this book, of the friends who stepped forward, and there were 14 people who didn't mind me ringing them for a cry. I found crying every morning really cathartic. It made the day, having a shower, getting the metro, being at work, much more feasible. So for the 3 weeks before my counselling appointment, I rang a friend every day before work. I put them on a rota so as to not bother them all too much. God bless friends. Crying and moaning is so good for you. I'd come off the phone feeling empty but awake with a little bit more fight than I had 20 minutes before. Sometimes when I cry, I feel great afterwards, like I imagine people feel after a run. And you don't need special shoes to cry, though sometimes wellies might come in handy. Another thing that helped was going to the pet shop. There was one in Gateshead Town Centre, and I'd go on my lunch break and put my hand up at the glass while sobbing. It must have looked like I was visiting a hamster in prison. When the appointment came round, I was nervous but also hopeful that this was something that would help. I wanted to talk it out, learn how to cope better, learn that I was valuable, and ready myself so that if someone nice came along, I would be less broken and weepy. The lady gave me a questionnaire to fill in, and the answers ranged from I strongly agree to I strongly disagree. The questions included things like, I have planned my own funeral. I filled it in and handed it back. She skimmed it and looked up. It's a very low score, she said in an arsey way. A low score meant that you were doing okay. I was furious. She was dismissing how I felt because I wasn't suicidal. Also, by the time this fucking appointment came along, 14 friends, my family, the Samaritans and a whole bunch of assorted rodents had done a lot of work on me. I responded with, you seem disappointed. Do I not win the car? We should have just stopped the appointment there, but we carried on for another 50 minutes, with her desperately trying to make me cry, and me resisting for as long as I could. It was like a precursor to my appearance on Who Do You Think You Are? I left that appointment thinking, counselling is shit, counsellors are shit, this is not for me. I cancelled the second appointment. Then I reasoned it out. Haven't I had bad doctors? Told one I'd had a period for 5 months and he told me to come back when it was 6. Dentists. One I had made some shocking decisions leading to numerous lengthy root canal appointments with a specialist. Hairdressers, the bleach fringe that fell off in the sink, the nana perm. Opticians. He wore glasses. Maybe this woman was just a bad counsellor and good ones also existed. Like the gynaecologist who put a coil in, the dentist who cured me of my dentist phobia, the hairdresser who makes me feel wonderful every time she's done snipping and colouring. Oh, and the optician who told me I didn't have to wear them for disco dancing. As it turned out, working for the civil service had its advantages. There was a counselling service free of charge. I got in touch and my amazing manager offered to have her lunch at the same time each Wednesday so I could use her office for my counselling appointment. I didn't mind the rest of the office knowing I was having counselling. I've always been pretty open about it to pals. The way I see it, I get my car checked regularly. Why wouldn't I do the same for my brain? I considered the first counsellor a no ball. It doesn't count. Start again, which I did, and she was great. I think I must have been an anomaly for her. At a time when most people get pissed and shag around to make themselves feel better, I was standing on a stage in a Marxie's batwing top talking to strangers. And she helped with that too. She often would suggest that things I said might be material. Remember the gag in my 10-minute set about the lined curtains? She suggested I try that as a joke, and was right. She was very supportive of this newfound creative outlet and confidence builder, and even asked me to perform at her wedding reception. I suggested she come to a gig first so she could watch me talk about how great divorce is. She came, she retracted her offer, I laughed. Things I've had counselling for. 1. Getting over a marriage. 2. Living with my parents again. 3. Starting a new relationship. 4. Burnout. 5. Reactive depression. 6. Anxiety. 7. Dealing with being recognisable and the oddness that goes with it. 8. Family illness. 9. Stress. 10. Family relationships. 11. Touring and being away from home a lot. 12. General upkeep of mental health. It has always helped. Sometimes I just need someone to gabble at. Sometimes I need pointers on how to improve. Don't give me a fish. Teach me how to understand my brain, please. If you're considering it, go for it. Obviously, it depends on the individual, but I found that it works for me. I have a theory that all of us are fucked up, but those of us who've had counselling are less so. And the How to Be Champion tip at the end of this chapter is, I am not a counsellor, but if you think it might help you, give it a go. For others, medication is the key. Try things until something works. There is help out there, and love to you. And that's gone a bit heavy, so let's do a tiny horn. Just at the end there. I have to keep doing those because if I forget how to do that, what a terrible casualty of the coronavirus that would be if I couldn't do my horn anymore. So I'm going to keep just occasionally putting it in these just to keep me keep me muscle going. I don't know anything about muscles. I don't know if you can tell. I hide mine in fat. I was going to say something better, but it is just fat. That is the end of episode 46. I hope it spoke to you and didn't upset you, and I hope you have a smile on your face for the rest of your day. You take care of yourselves, look after each other if you're with somebody else. The thudding going overhead is my husband, and if you've heard any tinkling throughout, it's the dog and his collar. He's got a little disc on his collar that rattles. And I am still talking, and I should have gone. I should have gone on the horn. That's me out. Take care of yourselves. Wash your fucking hands. Stay in the house, and I'll see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Don't forget to like, pop a comment below, and why not stick around to watch a few more. I'm sure those emails or those dishes can wait a bit longer.